I've just been trying to phone you there. You were answering your phone. I wasn't too sure. So
I went in the kitchen trying to grab my brew, and my phone was just come running back. I was like, oh, he's ringing.
What it was, to be honest with you, I've been having a technical nightmare as well. Let's see who we've got on. I don't know yet. I think Richard Sunday's on. How you doing, Richard? You're right. This is the second time I'm doing this, Liam. So
Right.
I'm not really. I do know comments are going to be popping up. So basically we can chat. What's the audio like? Can you hear me? Okay.
Perfect, mate. Yeah, no issues at all. Same on your end.
Yes. Richard, can you hear us? Okay, Richard. I think Richard Sunday is watching. He's just saying, "Hey, can you see the comments there?"
Richard, the comments. Yeah, Richard Sunday, Hayder Khan. Yeah, Richard. He owns a pizza place near me. The best pizza team side, Domingos.
Right. And if you can ask him whether or not the picture's clear, can you guys at home see it's okay? It's not lagging at all, guys, is it?
All clear for me, guys. Yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Yeah, Liam, it's a pleasure having you, mate. It's a pleasure seeing you. I've been watching your reviews. And this is the second time I'm actually doing this YouTube live. I tend to go live on TikTok, but I thought it'd be a good idea to, catch up with fellow food reviews and stuff like that. So tell me a bit more. I watch your reviews all the time, and I've been watching you from day one, mate. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? No, I'm being serious with you. And at the end of the day, I like what you're doing. So this is the reason why I actually made contact with you. I sent you a link that says, look, if you want to get together, maybe have a chat and that, and talk about what we do, bro. Simple as it. That's what it's about. And I know a lot of the viewers watch the channel because of what we do. And if anybody's watching, got any questions for either me or Liam, fire away, guys. And guys, if you can, maybe share this live as well, so more people can actually watch what we're talking about. Tell me a bit more about yourself, Liam. Where you from, and what is it you're doing, and how did it all start for you, mate?
I'm in Ashton Line. Do you know Ashton?
Is that near Manchester?
Yeah, it's part of Manchester. Yeah, it's just on the outskirts, not far from Oldham.
Well, I'm Burnley born and bred, mate. Burnley.
You're in the northeast now, are you?
Sorry?
You're in the northeast now.
I'm in the northeast now. I was born in Burnley, and I'm actually I lived in Nelson. So go on, carry on.
Yeah. So Ashton born and bred. The area is Tameside, so it's literally just outside of Manchester, probably 10 minutes in the car from the city centre.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So we were just. I binged watched the big world guys like Mark Weens, Best Ever Food Review, Food Range, all those kind of guys. Like been traveling the world for years. I've been watching that stuff for years and years and years. Like my whole everything is just food. It's all food. And I've always wanted to do it, but I've never had the confidence to do it. And then one day I said to him, mate, do you know what? I just woke up and said, let's just do it. Let's just go and film. What's the worst that can happen? So we went out with a phone, and we just for a joke, we went and did Fat Pat's in Manchester, the Subway place, popular place. And I was really nervous about doing the video, and I was like, in the end, I was like, let's just do it, run with it. And I was nervous about putting it online. I didn't have a channel, I didn't have anything, I didn't know what I was doing. It was just like, let's just put it there. And people they just loved it. The video went like really popular, and like, oh, you're really good, you should do more. And I got a lot of friends and families pushing. And it just kind of went from there. And I've got a few friends in takeaways in Levenshulme, so they were like, "You can come and film at our place. It's somewhere to start." So we started there. Did a A-star shawarma first, then red cherry, and then from there was a guy in red cherry. He owns Khan's Chappi Kebab a few doors down. He's like, "Come and film my place." Right. Then I got recognised in the street in Levenshulme, another place, Fire and Ice. They're like, "Come and film our place." I'm like, "Wow!" Within a few weeks, he was like. All these people started getting in contact saying, "We love what you're doing. It's different. It's great. We love it. Come and do ours." And it's just kind of spiraled.
I'm just saying hello to Davey as well. Go carry on. You're saying so.
Yeah, it just went from there. It just spiraled. Then we're still. I feel like I haven't really found. People say you find your own style, you find your own way. We're trying different things, going different directions, and it's just kind of gone from there. But the main basis to start with was always about we wanted to do. World food. It was always about food from different countries, but based in Manchester. That a lot of people they can't travel, and they can't go to these different places. But there is always somewhere available within where you live to go and try these foods from around the world. Okay, so that was kind of the main basis of it, and then it's just kind of gone from there. And then we got sucked into the TikTok space randomly.
TikTok is a dangerous space, my friend.
Oh, it's crazy.
We got Carl from Burnley watching. Carl, how you doing, pal? Burnley, my hometown. Come on, Burnley. Turf more, boys.
Got quite a few comments coming in here.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Liam, do you know, you mentioned Manchester because the beauty of Manchester, you got a mix of all different cultures, aren't you? You got a mixture of all these different kind of foods. For me, it's just a shame that I'm not closer to Manchester because I'd like to be a bit more active. For me, the travelling can be a bit of a problem. From the northeast, you've got Middlesbrough, you've got Newcastle, you've got Sunderland, but it tends to be the same sort of cuisine all the time. So if we do want to expand our channel, we're having to travel. And you know yourself how difficult it can be to find time. I don't know about yourself, but are you married, family, kids, or what?
No, I've got a girlfriend, but we're not married, no kids or anything. No.
So see, with me, I've got all these other commitments. So whatever I do on YouTube, I have to make my own time. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. My wife is so supportive. I love her to bits. She's been so supportive with the channel. Also, you mentioned A-Star. Now tell me about their kebab because I've heard their doner kebab is absolutely banging. Is that correct?
You've got to come down and try it. You really are. So he's from Iran, and he makes the doner, but it's like a Persian style. He's got his own blend, but it's literally homemade. He makes everything. He buys premium meat. It's made on site. I don't know anywhere that makes meat like that makes a kebab, and he builds up the spit in the shop, and it's shaved off with a knife in small pieces. And oh man, it's unbelievable. The chicken homemade. I don't know how that guy sleeps. His sauces are homemade. Honestly, everything is just apart from the chips. Everything's been made in house.
Chips are always that frozen.
It's unreal, man. It's unreal. You know, a lot of reviewers have been there, and you know everyone who goes there, they're all they're blown away once they've been there.
I'm not gonna lie, he has reached out. Thank you very much, Elias. How you doing, pal? TFT of Corn Lab in Jarrow. Definitely.
Jamal's just joined as well. JF, how you doing, Jamal?
Yes. I did a collaboration with the Jamil as well. Lovely.
I saw it.
Yeah.
He had a few issues with his mic, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I know he had mic issues. I tell you what, I'm impressed with you guys, with your channel. You've grown really quickly, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, I was unaware. I mean, I didn't know what was good or bad because it's the first time I've ever done it, and we didn't know what was, you know, is it a good growth or are we slow? Are we fast? But then as I've spoke to other bloggers who have been doing it for quite a few years, they're saying where we are now, they were nowhere near the level that we're at in the same time frame. Okay. And at first I was just a bit like, oh, you're just saying that, or you just, you know, it's just. But as the more people I've met, everyone's saying the same thing. So I was like, wow, I'm quite shocked that we seem to be growing quicker than a lot of others I've done at the same. Obviously, there's others that have just blown up and gone viral here and there, but I think 7 months. And it's
fantastic. You're nearly on 1,000 subscribers, bro. Someone's just put a comment on there about A-Star £25 platter. Yeah, is that right? Is that what? Do they have a platter or something?
Pure meat.
Yeah, Liam, where are you from, mate? Somebody's asking you far away. Liam, you're on, pal.
Oh yeah, I'm based in Manchester based, Ashton. But yeah, we do all the Manchester area, all in Greater Manchester. Yeah, we don't travel anywhere else yet. I was in Middlesbrough the other week.
You should have linked up with me, pal.
Yeah, I actually even live in Middlesbrough.
I'm 20 minutes away, bro.
Oh, I was at the Mellow in Middlesbrough.
Yeah, the Mellow. Yeah.
Yeah, I was there, man. I was with the Red Cherry.
Red Cherry, I see them guys a lot on the mailers. You know when they have these Asian mailers?
Yeah.
Red Cherry's always there. And I was going to review them in Manchester once, but unfortunately, when I got there, the shop was closed due to... I think they had somebody had passed away. How you doing, guys? Hey, how you doing, pal? You all right? Nice to have you guys on the live. Guys, if you don't mind sharing this live, because obviously let's get it shared. And so
share it out.
Liam, do you know when you go and do your stuff with the reviews and that, who are you going out with? Are you going out on your own? Are you taking a cameraman with you?
Yeah, I've got a cameraman, a friend of mine, Matty. I think he should be in the live somewhere. He said he was going to watch it. So yeah, he's the cameraman. He's very patient. I'll give him that.
Right. Someone's just put a comment up asking you, Liam, when is Red Cherry going to open? Are they closed again or what?
Yeah, so Red Cherry closed through the summer because they travel around the country, you know, the Mellow. So they did the last one. They did Middlesbrough the other week, and then they did Warrington. We was at Warrington yesterday, and they're due to reopen hopefully next week or the week after. They should be back open again. Yeah.
They must make a lot of money on these mailers. Bro, do you know what it is with me? I'm not going to lie to you. When it comes to mailers or festivals, I try to stay well away, bro.
Right.
I'll tell you why. The simple reason for me, especially with festivals, right? You know, like the whole point of having a festival is to promote food, correct?
Yeah. Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
if I want to promote this sticky toffee pudding, okay, now if I'm going to promote that, what am I going to do? I'm going to probably put it on cost price. I'm going to put a special offer on buy one, get one free. What I'm not going to do is charge you 3 times the price for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense? Then for me, it no longer becomes like a festival, it becomes like a marketing tool. And a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
people have asked me and said, look, TFT, why don't you go? But the problem is, if I went to one of these places, I'd probably call it how it is, Liam. And I don't really want to be upsetting anybody. But
Yeah.
Red Cherry, their food is exceptional.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
they came to Newcastle and I took the family and I seen them there and I sampled it. And I tell you what, it was absolutely amazing. I'd love to go down and check it out. You can have some of my baby, mate. Sticky toffee. He says he hadn't had sticky toffee pudding for a while.
You should come down to Red Cherry when he opens, man. I'll meet you there.
No, definitely. Listen, we're gonna have to collab. I'm so glad you accepted, because you know when I messaged you earlier saying if you wanted to come on live, at the end of the day, I really wanted you to accept it because it's good. I think it's only a small community of food reviews. There's not many of us, you know.
No, there isn't.
And it's good to like get together, bang our heads together, pick up some ideas off each other and stuff like that as well. So, how many days are you doing in a week? Are you finding you're doing a lot of it? Is it taking up a lot of your time or what?
It varies, man. So for us, like today, for example, we filmed a new takeaway that's just opened in Ashton called Four Brawls. So we went there this afternoon, and then we finished there, and we were due to go to a tapas place. But when we got to the tapas place, the chef had a heavy weekend and it got cancelled. So
let's say no more about that, Paul.
We were kind of full, man. So we were kind of glad, really, in a way. We were like, we're not going to be able to be honest with you here because we were already full. But we did make the mistake of filming 5 places in one day a couple of months back, and we got to the first place and the food was so nice, we just kind of got stuck in.
Well, Liam, someone's asking, what's your number one city overall for food?
Manchester, man, without a doubt. I think
Manchester.
I don't even want to say it's biased because I watch a lot of other reviewers in other cities, especially like Birmingham's popular. London just seems very touristy.
Right.
Yeah, and Manchester's got by far the best food scene and the most diverse food scene in my opinion. It's like so many people from all over come to Manchester because it's not just a city centre. Greater Manchester's a huge area, and there's so much choice. Yeah.
But do you know what it is? For me, I took my daughter to university because she started university yesterday, or day before yesterday.
Oh, right,
She's
nice.
down in Manchester. So I took her to accommodation. We had our few tears, left her there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's Freshers Week, so I thought give her a week or so to get to know the people, get to know the surroundings. So we got her packed up. We says, right, okay. And she's just near Wimmy Road. The accommodation near Wimmy Road.
Yeah, that's the road.
My dad, I fancy a doner kebab. Where should we go? And bro, I couldn't think of any place on Wimmy Road without the I'm not gonna lie to you, right?
No.
Because it's a good stretch. Years ago, you could go on there. You got your shawarmas, you got your kebabs, you got your curries, you got your burgers. Now it just seems. And when I went there, believe it or not, there was about me, my wife, my daughter, and other family members. Yeah. And like us Asians, when we go together. Yeah. Basically, not 12 in the car, but there was 4 or 5 in the car. Right?
11.
But we ended up in a place called Sergeant, right?
Sergeant's, yeah.
Oh, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. The doner kebab. Oh my god, I shouldn't say it, but you know what? I was that close to saying, "Can I have my money back?" But I was gonna ask you about doner kebabs and that. You saying Manchester. Manchester's a fantastic place because you got Stockport Road. You got all these different streets now. Years ago, Wimmy Road was the curry mile.
It was the curry mile.
Yeah, and nowadays there doesn't seem to be any curry miles anywhere. There's hardly.
No, it's the Middle Eastern mile now, man.
Middle Eastern. Have you tried the German doner kebab, Davey? I have tried it, and with German doner kebab, it's one of these where you could go to Blackburn, it'll be horrible. Go to Preston, it'll be nice. You go to Middlesbrough, it'll be nice. I think at the end of the day, it depends which franchise you go to. What do you think, Liam? What do you think about that, Liam?
100%. I stay clear of franchises as much as I can. I don't review franchises. I just. Good shout, and you're right. It's the same. That you could go to one and it'd be really nice, then you go to another one and it's just abysmal. Yeah. You need to find out.
So what's plans for future then, Liam? You're on TikTok as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, TikTok's doing well. Facebook is actually surprisingly one of my best platforms.
I'm
A lot
telling you, bro.
a lot of people slate it, man, but it's still popular, man. It's still there.
I've only just started uploading on Facebook, and I was really surprised of the coverage. TFT, where you now? I'm at home in my front room enjoying a sticky toffee pudding. Here's the funny story. You know how I got this, Liam? My nephew's got a dessert shop just up the road. Yeah, we got a family WhatsApp group. And my nephew put on. I've got a box of sticky toffee pudding. Who wants it, guys? And believe me, brothers, we all live together close by, and we all went running out the doors. And I managed to get 3 slices of it, so it was on the house. It tastes all right.
Honest review, man. Is it good?
To be honest with you, I think you give it to us because it probably wasn't selling. It's probably out of date. Because my nephew don't give nobody nothing for free, mate. I tell you now. So when he gave me this free, I knew that. But it's all right because I've not really had much to eat all day today. So you mentioned. For me, like I said, Bradford's close second to Manchester. Bradford.
I've not been to Bradford, man. A lot of people do say Bradford, so I'll have to venture over there.
How come you haven't been out of town? Do you drive, Liam?
I do drive. Yeah, I've got a drive. Yeah. So that makes it a lot easier.
Come up north, bro.
I'll have to, man. Yeah. I've got an uncle. My uncle lives in Bridlington, so that's probably not as far up. But yeah, I've got an uncle in Bridlington. So I can always go and stay at his house and then come up.
Mate, you listen. You've got a friend in me, man. My house is open to you. Whenever you want to come up, you know where you can come and stay as well. If you want to do some collabs, honestly, God, I mean that many food reviews, and I always say at the end of the day, if you want to collab, I don't mind. You know what I mean? And it's good to get to know each other. I think it's good to have this little community feel as well.
Yeah.
There's just too much going on now with the food reviews. Somebody said to me, he's a famous YouTuber, but he's from the subcontinent, and he said to me, always remember, whatever you do, stay in your own lane. Don't be looking over your shoulder. Just do what you're doing consistently and regular, and make it good content, and you will see the rewards. And look at you guys; you've only been doing it 7 months, bro, and you're already on what, nearly 900. I think you're on
that's on YouTube. TikTok and Facebook, they seem to be almost balanced, 4,500 across on each.
Yeah. No. How many subs have you got on YouTube? I'm sure you got.
So YouTube's 895.
895, yeah. So you're nearly hitting that 1,000 mark. And once you hit that 1,000 mark, I think you need to get 4,000 viewing hours, and then YouTube will start paying you.
My viewing hours are 2,756.
Fantastic, mate. That's fantastic. It just shows that once people start watching, they stay glued on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but head up north if you want. But there again, I shouldn't really be giving you that advice because when I started, I did most of my reviews up northeast first. When I got my 1,000, once I thought, right, it's a confidence thing as well, bro. Innit? Sometimes you think, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? And but I've been watching them, mate. TikToks, I upload now and then on TikTok, but I try to keep it mainly YouTube, to be honest with you. Has anybody else got any questions? Right, TFT, go to Ruby. They have some amazing restaurants. Ruby, where's that? Any idea, Liam? Ruby?
I can't see the comments aren't showing up on mine.
If you run your finger along the screen.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Oh, yeah, they're coming up now. Yeah.
Can you see it?
So what we're looking at now, go to Ruby. They have some amazing restaurants and takeaway. Where's Ruby? That must be somewhere your way.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm not really sure. Because people are asking about Scotland. A lot of people, rugby, he meant rugby.
Oh, rugby. That's down south, isn't it? Yeah.
A lot of people, right, I get a lot of comments, people saying, come to Scotland, bro. Now, Scotland, you should do a lot. There's so many people saying Scotland, Glasgow, Edinburgh. But you know what? You know yourself, if you need to go up there, you're going to be taking a good couple of days out, maybe a weekend, find a cheap hotel.
Yeah. It's going to get costly, isn't it?
Yeah. When you're back in Accrington. I'm back in Accrington hopefully soon, guys. But guys, if you don't know who this guy is, this is Liam. He's also a YouTuber. He's really passionate about his channel. I'm sure your link is in my channel. Give me 1 second and I'll add it on, guys. So make sure you check him out. And you know what I always say, Liam? What I always say to my subscribers, I'll always say, if you like my content, subscribe. If you don't like it, don't. Because for me, I'd rather have 1,000 subscribers who are going to watch it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm the same. I agree.
Yeah. And I'm Miko in Accrington, TFT. I tried, what's that place? Chaffers. If you ever get a chance, Liam, try Jaffa's Syrian food in Accrington.
Oh, Wimsell Road?
No, Accrington. It's not too far from you guys. Accrington is not really that far away from Manchester. You're looking at about 20, 25
No, it's not far at all. No, it's not far.
One of the best takeaways I've ever been to. So tell me more about yourself, Liam. Are you working? What do you do in your spare time?
Yeah, well, actually, funny enough, my mum's just commented in the post saying he's just become an uncle. So my brother's girlfriend gave birth yesterday, so
Well,
I'm
hey,
officially an uncle.
congratulations, mate.
Yeah, had
Is that your
a
mum,
baby boy at
Anita?
8:45.
Is that your mum, Anita?
Yeah, that's my mum. Yeah, she's
Hello,
obviously
Anita.
on
How
the
are you? You
day.
should be
Yeah,
proud of this kid. He's a lovely guy. He's going to do really well.
yeah. So
Where
I'm
do you work?
officially an uncle.
Well, fantastic. Someone's asking, where do you work? So what is it you do for a living, Liam?
Me, so
You can't be.
I
You
mean,
can't be a full-time uncle.
I'd love to say I do this full time. I'd love to say I'm a full time YouTuber. I really would. But no, at the moment I work. I do support for adults with learning difficulties.
Fantastic.
So it's like in-house support, like
Good.
autism, Asperger's, epilepsy, that kind of thing. So we support
Fantastic.
them on day-to-day living out in the community. Yeah.
That's
So
amazing, mate. Proud of you.
that's my
Proud
job
of you.
at the moment. Yeah.
I know how hard and demanding that can be. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
hats off to you, bro.
mentally, it's a mental. It can be really mentally
It's
challenging, man.
mentally draining, right? Yeah. And
Yeah,
I tell you what, I've
100%.
always said, anybody who works with, people with them sort of disabilities, shouldn't be called disabilities, but they are, because mental health issues can be a massive, massive thing.
Yeah.
You got to take your hat off to them as well. So that's good, man. So listen, don't worry, you could end up being a full-time YouTuber. You never know, my brother.
What about you? Have you got another job? Are you full time now? You just hit 10K, man. I mean, 10K. That's a milestone, that, man.
Bro, do you know what it is? I'll be honest with you. When we started the channel, it was just a bit of a laugh. Me and my son, we had no intention of anything. The story goes, my son got married, and then obviously we didn't spend much time together. I said, look, let's get out and start spending some time together.
Yeah.
And one week, we said every weekend we'd go out for a bite to eat. And then one day we just started chatting, and he was a big fan of Heyman, and he was also a big fan of a guy who does the One Bite pizza review. And he pulled out his camera, he pulled out his little smartphone. Right, Dad, come on, fire away. So we did a review of Papa Muffs, just off the hook, about 3 or 4 minutes. Put it on. And then I started doing a few other them, and people were having a great laugh at us, saying, what the hell are you playing at? But it was an excuse for us to get together, spend some time together, and do what we were doing. And work-wise, I was a civil servant. I worked down in London, because I'm similar to yourself. I work with young offenders, young offenders with mental health issues. And when I say young offenders, I mean high-end young offenders, like murderers, rapists, 13, 14-year-olds. Then I got me transferred to Wetherby. From Wetherby, I came to Durham. But then I had to leave the job, and I actually work at my uncle's restaurant. It's a small place called Grill.
Grill and Chill, that's good, man.
Yeah, it's just near the seaside, and it's part-time. But like yourself, I'd love to do this full-time. But it's all good, bro. Family's good. I'm happy. Family's healthy. Your health is good. Everything's... And people appreciate you. You know what I mean? And if you can put a smile on somebody's face... TFT, remember when you got that phone call outside Chunky's? That's the one. Hey, see, that guy remembers. Yeah, I did get a phone call. So basically, it's just YouTube full-time is a hard job as well, Liam. There's a lot.
It is. People, the whole, what we general people think it's easy. They think that you just walk into a place and a video magically appears, and that's the end of it. And it's like, if people actually knew how much more went in behind the scenes, there's a lot of time and effort and work, into videos. It's not easy, man.
You know what it is? At the end of the day, you're right. And when I chatted to you earlier, you said you weren't very confident, but by your videos, you seem as if you got all the confidence in the world, bro.
Yeah. I know it's weird, isn't it? I mean, it's strange. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I hide it well. I don't know. But yeah, I kind of zone out, man. When once my mate's like, right, we're rolling. I don't know, something switches and I just go then,
That's what's fine. Ian, I will be going to Pakistan in November, and I'm going to try getting some more footage from there. But I'm hopefully going to start doing a bit more. Anita, your mum saying, good to see you, Liam. Not seen you for a while. Come on, that's not good, Liam. You should have. Is your mum trying to get you in trouble or what?
She's always away. She's got a motorhome, man. She just travels around every weekend.
You should be following her about on your bike, saying, "Where are you?"
I live 5 minutes down the road. She knows where I live.
Brilliant. You know what I mean? So,
I'm actually. It's funny you mentioned Pakistan, man. We're actually supposed to be going there next year.
Serious? Fantastic.
Yeah. We're going to Islamabad, Lahore, and Peshawar.
Fantastic. Yeah. Make sure you get plenty of footage.
Full vlog.
Like a lot of these YouTubers go there for their food, and the hospitality, Liam, is
Oh,
absolutely.
100%, mate. Yeah.
Honest to God, the media, you know, the media has this way of hypnotizing you and making it out. When you go there, oh, it's just obviously. Listen, it's a third world country. There's going to be poverty somewhere, but you get that here as well. You can go to
Yeah.
parts of East London, and you think, "Am I in England?" sort of thing, because the poverty is so high. But the food, hospitality. I'm going in November, and I'm hopefully going to be stopping a month or so. My nephew's getting married over there, so I'm taking my camera. Also, I was going to ask you, what camera setup have you got, Liam?
So we use so for the main videos, like the ones where we do all the musical montages and all that. So the main restaurant videos, we use a Sony A7 III and a Sony A6000.
Okay.
And then for the smaller, short, quick TikTok videos, we use an iPhone Pro 12. Is it? I think it is. It's my mate's phone.
What about your editing tools? What editing tools are you using?
I use CapCut.
CapCut, good stuff.
Yeah, CapCut's such a great platform editing tool.
Is that for TikTok? What about your YouTube?
CapCut. I use the desktop version for me YouTube.
I've never actually seen that.
Yeah, the desktop version's brilliant. There's so much more available on it, and it's you know what, for a free editing program, it's brilliant. The desktop version is so much better.
Because I've been using the iMovie ones and the text and all that. You know, transitions not that clever.
Yeah, so many people now are moving on to CapCut. It's made by ByteDance who own TikTok.
Yeah,
and they're actually pushing it out to be they want it to be the best free editing tool. But if you check out the desktop version, there's so much more available, and they keep adding to it all the time.
I'll download that on my iMac. Can I get it on Apple Store? It should be able to, shouldn't I?
It should be. I don't use Apple, but oh yeah, because my mate's on an Apple Mac. He's got it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic.
Well worth checking out that.
Good stuff.
So for the music, I use Epidemic Sounds.
Hello there, Epidemic Sounds. See, with me, that's something I want to try. I want to try a different sort of format. But people say stick to the format that you do, like one-take reviews. Just don't be changing anything. But sometimes you think, is it going to get stale? But, you know, when you see the likes of Rate My Takeaway, he's a legend. The guy's done so well, you know, in our field of work. He's kept that same sort of format. I think it's just a case of when you get recognized and when the algorithms and all that come into it. I was going to ask you, have you ever bumped into any of the food reviewers while you've been out and about?
Yeah, quite a few. Funny enough, before we started, and we'd already made the Fat Pats video, and we were just like thinking about how to do it, and I was still really nervous about how to take the channel. And I was in A-Star Shawarma, and Ali and Sharif walked in from Heyman and Halal Munchies.
Yeah.
So they came in to start filming. Because obviously I was watching them anyway, so I was having a really good chat with them too when they came in, and they just said just start film, just keep filming, just pick up the camera and go.
Yeah.
You know, we'd already made the Fat Pats video, and I was like, you know what, they're right, just do it. So I'd met those two then, but since then I've met quite a few at the Halal Food Festival in Manchester. I met up with Foodie Hans. Danish Vlogster. Have you met Danish? Danish is great.
I haven't. I've spoken to him.
Yeah, he's in Pakistan at the moment, but yeah.
Foodie Hans wasn't too far away from where I am.
Yeah, he's not too far. Yeah, Bradford. Leeds,
no. He come up here. No, he come up here to do some work, and I made contact. I said, look, let's meet up Tuesday evening. Let's go for a bite to eat. Not a video, just have a bit of a chat, and you know. But unfortunately, work commitments, he couldn't make it. But he said he's up here, and he seems.
Oh, he's a great guy, man. Yeah. There was loads there. I mean, food. So all like Mr. Munchbox, Foodie Hans, Danish Vlogster, Foodie Ninja, Heyman, met all those guys. They were all at the food festival, and everyone was on the Saturday. Everyone was doing their own thing. It was just such a good vibe. It just all
weather was nice as well, wasn't it? Weather was nice. Everything was perfect.
Booming.
Yeah,
I was nearly dead because I was working on the Red Cherry stall as well as actually.
What, you were working there?
The I was at the back peeling about a million onions, man.
No way.
I
believe a lot of food services are ripping customers off nowadays. Primark food and Harrods prices. What do you think? Someone asked a question there. It's a very, very interesting question. Do you want to go ahead and answer that one for this young lady? Sohail Mehrban. I believe a lot of food establishments are ripping customers off nowadays. Primark food and Harrods prices. What do you think?
I don't know. that's kind of hard. Not everywhere's like that. You're always going to find places that are doing that, you know, low quality food at high end prices. But then there's so many other factors involved. So it can, I don't know. That's a difficult question. Right?
Yeah. For me, I think it's good and bad everywhere, and I think that's where people are. I think that's where people like Sohail. I think that's when people like me and Liam come into the equation, where we go and we actually we review the food and we say it how it is. And I've always said from day one, Liam, and I don't know whether you probably will agree with me. At the end of the day, I've got a family, I've got a wife, I've got 2 boys and a girl, I've got a grandkid. Yeah. So whenever we go out, there's 5, 6 of us, me, the wife, 3 parents, and the grandkid. Yeah. Now we could go for a bite to eat, maybe a restaurant or a takeaway that does a dining. Now, by the time you've finished, by the time you had your food, by the time you had your drinks, you're looking at about 70, 80 quid. Am I correct? Okay. So my theory when I started the channel is that every single takeaway that you go to, if not exceptional food, it's got to be decent.
Yeah, 100%.
Because at the end of the day, we're both working men. We know by the time you paid your bills, by the time you paid your council tax, MOTs, gas has gone up, electric's gone up. I'm not being like a miser, but it's like, this is where I think we come in and we have to say, basically, hold on, what's going on here? I've just paid 60, 70 pounds, and that food was not 60, 70 pounds worth. And I've always said the standard has to be decent. And there are some places, so here is right. That's why I said there's good and bad everywhere. And that's where people like me and you come in. But I don't know whether you watched Liam's channel, guys. He's a very, very honest food reviewer at the end of the day. And that's why I've got a lot of respect for you, bro. At the end of the day, I've got a lot of respect for you because you say it how it is. Okay? Yeah. And at the end of the day, if I'm noticing it, if viewers are noticing it as well. So if people can rely on people like us. Hey, up, it's Momo's from Scotland. How you doing, pal? I definitely say price went up and quality down. That's Mo Munchie Box. He's from Scotland, Liam. He's also a food reviewer. He's been off the scene for quite a while. I don't know why, but he seems to be back. I'm just wondering how I can put a comment in here because what I can do, my son's much better now. Thank you very much for asking. Well, I don't know. Can we put a comment on here or what? There's a little thing.
I'm not sure if we can.
I don't think we can. No, we can't. No. Yeah, but I'm sure they can hear it. How old are you, TFT? I'm 49. 49, 29 years young. How old are you, Liam? I'm asking.
38.
38. You look well for it, my friend. So, are you born and bred Manchester, Ashton? Is that you?
I am, mate. Yeah, born and bred. Yeah.
Any siblings?
I've got a younger brother, and then I've got a stepbrother as well.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Family's everything, bro.
Yeah.
Richard
Sunday's just comment there saying people will pay for high quality, maybe a niche for some food spots, but they have a choice. But he's right. I mean, like Richard, for example, he has a dark kitchen where he sources all his ingredients from a local Italian imports in Manchester.
Okay.
His pizzas are like he's the most popular takeaway. He sells out. He puts his orders out, and then every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, his pizzas are sold out. And you're paying like, you know, £10-12 a pizza, but it's a top quality pizza with high-end ingredients. You know, but then you've got other places that are doing the same thing, and they're using the cheapest ingredients they can, greasy food, and they're trying to use the Instagrammable effect to kind of sugarcoat it.
There we go.
And people like you and me, man, you know, like you said, you got your family and stuff, and you're not even filming. You go to these restaurants, you eat all the time. You go to these places, you know what food's like. You know if it's been loaded with like MSG or salt, and you know it's just crap quality. You can see it a mile away. The average person genuinely doesn't know the difference, and that's how they get away with it.
Do you know what it is, Liam? I mentioned earlier I went to Manchester, went to Sergeant's. I can never ever go anywhere without my son texting and saying, "Dad, bring me back a burger." If I'm in Manchester, it's usually bring me back a Miami's, and I said, "Look, Miami's is too far. There's what's it called? Fat Boys across the road. I'll get you a burger from there." He went, "Okay, Dad, but be warned, it's very expensive." I says, "Okay, I'd rather go there. By the time I fueled up, by the time it cost me to get to Miami's, I'd rather pay the extra there." Bro, the place was absolutely rammed to the nines, as Munchbox would say. Rammed, proper full to the brim. And I paid £9, bro. £9 for a burger about that big with some fries. I only, obviously, it was packed. I brought it home. My son had it. And he said he won all that because Ali, the cameraman, my son, he knows his food as well.
Yeah.
He can sniff a burger a mile away, bro. He's that kind of food, you know what I mean? And I couldn't help but think, that places like this rely on social media. They rely on them big lights, and it becomes cool to go there. Because if you want to put your Snapchat on, you're gonna hit the Snapchat. Look, I'm here, Fat Boys. I'm here at here. I'm here at so and so. I'm here at so and so. And I think that's the downfall. Because places that are selling bad food have become really popular on social media. People have hyped them up so much. You've
Oh
got
yeah,
to come here,
100%.
and then it
Yeah,
becomes a trend. And then
yeah,
what happens is you get the likes of the smaller establishments who are selling quality food. They don't get a look in because
yeah,
they can't. They haven't got that social media presence.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, and I think, like you said before, you don't do franchises. You going out, you're looking for these little places. It might
mm,
take us a couple of years, but it won't be long before people say, hold on, I'm not going to pay daft 10, £12 for a burger. I can get a pizza and a decent kebab from this place.
yeah,
Smaller place. They may not have the flashy lights. They might not have all the logos, but they give decent food and it's good
yeah,
service as well. And I think social media to blame for that when they hike up their prices. Because I don't think any burger is worth £9, £10.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't,
I agree.
you know.
I mean, this is the thing, you know. These like one of the things of us is there's so many small independent businesses that are just family run that are putting out genuinely high quality food. You know, with love and passion in the food,
Of course,
and they're being drowned out by these big companies with all the money to bring in all these big influencers,
that's the one.
and they get
See,
drowned out. And it's like, and they're places that are just putting out crap food, but it's all of a sudden it's the hype.
yeah,
And
but don't
that's why I won't do franchises
yeah,
because they've
but
already got the money.
don't you think influencers should be held accountable for them? Like taste it and say how it is,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
because that's why a lot of these places get away with selling crap food is because
yeah,
influencers are telling them, you got to come down. But when
yeah,
people go down, they might spend 6 years. They're going to say, hold on, this wasn't even all that. And
yeah,
I always like to go to the little places. My son says to me, he says, Daddy, you're in Manchester, why didn't you review Fat Paps? I didn't want to go in there because
yeah,
they've got enough social media exposure as it is. And
yeah,
I don't want to go in there because you've been in the trade, you eat plenty enough, you know where good food is and you know where good food is. So I
yeah,
ended up going to a place called the Kebab World. It's a new place. Because
yeah,
I don't know how you do it, Liam, but what we do is we have our tripod. If I'm on my own, I've got my tripod, I've got my camera around my neck, I'll take a walk. If I see somewhere, I'll just walk in with my
yeah, yeah,
tripod. I'll say, right, I'll order it. What's the worst they're going to say? You can't film them in here. I say, right, I'll film them outside then.
yeah,
Serve me the food, take it out, review it. And I think that's the best way to get up to make these takeaways accountable. If
yeah,
like just walk in, get your food, boom, outside, put the tripod up. And I went to Kebab World and noticed it. I thought, this is a new place here. I had my nephew with me, went in there, did the review. And then we ended up in a place called Lugma. I don't know whether you've heard of that. It's on Wimmy
yeah.
Road.
Log with the uranium one further down.
Yeah, went in
Yeah,
there. Bro, the platter we got was like, ooh, massive.
nice.
I was chatting to the manager and I really felt sorry for him. This was after the review because he was saying a lot of the kids that get along that stretch now are students. They can't
Yeah,
afford,
yeah,
they can't afford £60 for a platter for two, can they?
yeah. No.
You know what I mean? And burgers. Tell me about your spicy chicken burgers. Who's the best in Manchester? Miami.
I was waiting for that one, man.
I put you on the spot, bro.
Yeah. Do you know what, man? I'm just gonna say it's Miami's. Without a doubt, it's Miami's, man. I mean, there's others out there. There is others, but without a doubt, it's Miami's. They're doing everything how it should be. It's massive. It's juicy. It's the sauce they use is like a Kurdish sauce. That's
Mm-hmm.
really nice. Got a nice spice, and the price point, you
Mm-hmm.
can't go wrong. And it is, a lot of people you in there sometimes, and there's a massive queue, and the locals are like, why, what's wrong with these people? It's just a chicken burger. And it's like, yeah, it is a chicken burger, but it's a next level chicken burger.
Yeah. Eaton MCR's joined us. How you doing, Eaton MCR? This
Eating
Miami
MCR,
chicken.
that's my mate T. Yeah,
i-
he's a
i-
big
i-
food blogger.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah,
Welcome, salam, cryptic. How are you? Do you know what it is with Miami's and something I really like about Miami's? They're not relying on influence to go in and tell them how good their food is.
no,
Like you get a lot of people, they'll say, right, get all the reviews in, show how good the food is. But
yeah,
Miami's haven't done that. They don't care if Mark Ween goes in. They're just going to serve him like normal. They aren't
yeah,
really
yeah,
bothered. They're just
yeah.
going to boom, boom, boom.
But they've had
There
the
you go.
fair share, though, man. They've had the fair share of
No,
bloggers
no, I
going
mean,
in.
like, no, but
You know.
they haven't really invited anybody in, have they?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
come on, Trevor, and set up the jazzy lights for them and said, right, promote them, and they haven't got them wearing t-shirts and stuff
yeah,
like that. They've just gone about it. There you go. If you like the food, say it, take it away.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about Miami's and its consistency. Many times I've gone there, the queue's massive. And within half an hour, I've been served. I don't mind waiting half an hour when the food's that good. And you've been to Kebab Corner in Bradford. If you have Kebab Corner, my friend, I was down there about a month ago. It's on the channel, the review I did. That's something I was going to say to Liam. Try Kebab Corner in Bradford if you get a chance.
Kebab Corner. How was the Kebab World?
Sorry?
How was that Kabida at the Kebab World?
I loved it, bro.
Good, nice.
Do you know what it is? The Kabidas in when you go to Blackburn and other places, the Kabidas can be really strong.
Yeah.
But this Kabida, it was strong, but it had like a Persian kind of feel on it.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of Kabidas can be like Afghan, pure, boom.
Yeah,
strong beef, hits you like that. This one, it was like slowly creeps up on you, the taste.
Oh, nice.
And that red sauce he gives us, you're in Manchester, go and check them out.
I will, yeah. I saw the video this morning. I was watching this morning.
I've never ever tried a red sauce like that before in my life, bro. I was buzzing. But I didn't like the way they brought it out. They brought it out on a plate. No, guys. It's got to be a massive naan. Chuck everything on and put it down.
If you're going to get a Kabida, man, it should be out on the naan.
It should be out on the naan. There's, at the end of the day, there's, and that's what it's about. And that's what inspired me. And I like
the Doog as well, man. You like the Doog as well?
Sorry?
The Doog.
The Doog. To be honest with you, it was one of those. I liked it and I didn't like it, but I would drink it if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's something I've never tried before. It wouldn't even do it. It was like a Dough, they called it. It was like a Persian kind lassi, but it had a minty, salty kind of taste.
Yeah. It's basically just Ariane, man. It's Ariane.
Is that what it is? No, I've tried Ariane. I tried that when I go to the shawarma places in Middlesbrough. This is different, bro. It just had a little ting on it, and I think that's what because it's a fusion between Afghan and Persian. This place, so I think they've fused the flavors together.
Sounds good, man. I must admit, I have to check that out. That's one of my favorites, so I definitely check it out.
No, definitely check it out. And the service was bang on. I'm not going to lie to you. I went in there, and it's a new place as well. So good luck to them.
Yeah.
They've got Russian Chippy directly across the road, but for me, Russian Chippy have gone downhill. They've gone downhill drastically, bro.
I used to go there back in the day, man, all the time. When we used to go to Winslow Road, man, that was like one of the go-to places. We used to go to we used to go rush home Chippy, and then we go and have a shisha Afghan cafe, which is not there anymore.
Not there.
And, it's not there. But
what's happened to the shisha bars? Have they closed them down, or is it brought out a new law or something? What's going on?
Apparently, from what we've heard from some of the owners that we've been speaking to in the restaurants, they've been saying that. So one of them got caught not having the right license. They apparently were working under a restaurant license, but working as a shisha bar. Okay. So since then, they've just had a bit more of a clamp down on the others. So a few of them apparently shut down for being open as a shisha bar without an actual shisha license.
Right.
So there's been a bit of apparently there's a bit of a clamp down with the council. So I don't know.
I'd rather have that. You need to try Papa Pizzas in Nelson. I will try. I've tried Papa Pizzas in Middlesbrough. They're good as well. But you know what it is? I'm glad. I'd rather see food spots out there. It's not too bad to have like one shisha place in the corner, but there were just too many of them for my liking.
Yeah. There is a lot.
There was too much, and I went down this time and I noticed that it wasn't as popular. And somebody mentioned that the councils, right? Liam has always loved food. He has a fabulous palate. He's an amazing cook too. There's your mum singing your praises, Liam.
Yeah, that's always a biased opinion, isn't it?
I think she wanted to make her a meal, mate.
She's my biggest critic, mate.
No, it's good. Like you've only been doing it 7 months, and at the end of the day, I think I saw your early ones as well because we've been going about a year and a half, and I remember when you come on the scene. Liam, and it was refreshing to see because whenever I look at food reviews, they're always like of Asian descent. There's not many like yourself who are actually they are, but I don't think there's not many, is there? It's mainly all Asian food reviews, isn't it? Can you think of
that's because Asians love the food, man. They're all massive foodies, you know.
Yeah, but the problem with our sort of food, it's a very small variety, isn't it? You're going to get the curries, you're going to get the pizzas, burgers, and we've always got to be cautious of the halal.
It's changing though. It's changed a lot. There's a lot more places now are starting to diversify, and you're starting to get a lot more halal options available. Which another thing I think is great. You're starting to see like a lot of halal Chinese, halal Japanese. You know, you're starting to get things that are coming in that are actually becoming halal smokehouses. You know, you see they are slowly. people are venturing out a bit more.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because I
Definitely
was
more
in
options.
Batley not so long ago and I saw halal Japanese there as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like yourself, I'd done about 4 reviews by then and I thought I can't
Yeah.
do it anymore. I was absolutely just, you know,
Yeah.
I
There's
was
one on Stockport Road in Levenshulme called Gaijin. I haven't been to it, but apparently the two lads, they're Asian lads, but they apparently lived in Tokyo, and they
okay.
were like when they were living there, there was no halal options over there, so
Okay.
they kind of created their own, and now they've got this dumpling house in Levenshulme, and they're always packed out. I've not been to it yet, but it's been on my radar for a while. But
You know,
it's just full
yeah,
Japanese food.
I think sometimes it's just trying to get people to get in because people think Japanese food, I'm gonna like it. Am I
I
gonna waste
know.
my money there? I think you just gotta, you know, because I helped my uncle run his restaurant, and I've always said years ago before COVID,
Yeah,
customers were coming in. Now you've got to drag them in, and
yeah,
you know when I mean that, I don't mean virtually like literally drag them in. You've got to drag them in by providing good service, good prices, quality food. You've got to
yeah,
give them something, and it's right because earnings are the same, costs have gone up, so you've got to really give that customer to somebody to say, right, okay, I'm gonna check that out. It seems reasonable enough. What about service? Where do you stand with service in food places, Liam?
What do you mean?
You know, like the customer service or customer side, customer service.
Oh yeah, it's a big part of it, man. It's you know, I think you know one of the first the few for me it's like the first thing is the windows. If it's got dirty windows, I'm not going in
Okay,
because if they can't, you know, that the first thing you see with any food place is the windows. And
excellent point.
if they can't clean those windows, mate, then I'm not even going to step through the door
Yeah,
because you know that's the red flag. And then customer service is a big part. A lot of people you're going in one. If you go in there and they've got a person who's horrible or he's arsey or he doesn't want to engage with his customers, you're handing your money over and he's supposed to be making you good food. It's a big thing, man, 100%. And
yeah,
tables as well. You walk into places and the tables are filthy, and it's like there's no excuse to have food or leftovers on tables. I
yeah,
understand people should a lot more people should put their stuff in the bin, but they don't.
yeah.
And that's another red flag, man. It's a big put off.
Mm.
And I see some of it as if, especially in obviously a food industry, it's like if those things aren't being taken care of, then they're cutting corners on the food as well. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
they're not doing the right with the
If
food.
they can't do the
So
simplest things, they're going to be cutting corners.
simple
This
things.
is what I
Yeah,
this is what I noticed. Is it called Sergeant or Sergeant? Went up there, but I didn't know what they had upstairs. So we went upstairs, and there was 3 tables. And my wife looked at the plates, and she says to me, "It's not going to be good." I says, "How do you know?" She goes, "Look at them plates; they were all half full." She
yeah,
said, "No one's finished any of them plates off." So basically, I was like thinking, "Bloody hell!" And the plates, there was one poor lad running up and down them steps. One lad. He was haggard by the time with a table next to us. He must have done 3 or 4 trips climbing up them stairs. I thought, felt for him, and the plates were everywhere. But
uh,
people go, bro. People still go. I don't understand it.
yeah, yeah,
And as long as people keep going, I don't think things are going to change.
yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, under them circumstances, I suppose it's fair enough. You know, you're on your own like that and you're mad busy. It's going to get difficult because
Yeah,
a lot of places do rely on the customers to just, you know, the bins are there. You know, customers should. I
yeah,
see all the time we go in places. Don't matter where we are, what we do, we always pack up our stuff, either put it in the bin or put it on the counter. Never leave it on the table.
yeah. But you
Not
can't beat
everyone's
that.
like that.
You can't beat that Dettol wipe though. Spray and get someone. Our restaurant. As soon as customers get up, first thing we do, Dettol spray, wipe the table down with the blue
Yeah,
roll, set it up for the next customer coming in.
yeah, yeah,
Sweep under the tables. Because, you know, like the area of the restaurant is, it's a lot more upmarket sort of thing where
yeah,
people are, they're very more, you know, it's an expensive place. I'm not going to lie to you, but the food there, like you mentioned earlier, everything is fresh.
yeah,
Food's good. It comes out grilled. It comes out healthy. And the vibe, if you ever come up, check it out.
yeah,
It'll
man.
be on me, man. So don't worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
So
gentle black
Matt
top?
Jones just commented. That's my cameraman. It's like that chicken shop in Stockport, Liam. That's the cameraman, Matt Jones.
Right. Anyway, Mo's asking, what's the gent in Black Top's channel called? It's called Liam Marley Eats, man. His link should be in the
Like,
description box, Mo. I'm sure I've put in his link in the description box. So guys,
yeah,
check
Liam
him
Marley.
out. Liam Marley Eats, yeah. So listen, at the end of the day, the reason I really wanted us to get together is obviously rub our heads together, and not even that, bro. Help each other out. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the top and bottom of it for me, bro, is helping each other out. At the end of the
yeah,
day, and I'm not gonna lie to you. When I started my channel, I found it hard. and you're looking for help, you're looking for guidance, and you get it. Do you know what I mean? And I understand.
Yeah.
I could probably incorporate in my next review sort of thing. So we're learning off each other, we're banging off each other, and that's what it's about. Like I said before, we're a very small community, and there's so many people watching. I cannot tell you how many people watch us, Liam. It's amazing because we're like a small band. Everybody's focus is on us, and this is why whenever I do my reviews, I'm very, very, very careful because sometimes, like when I started, it was a bit of fun for me, but now it's a responsibility. You probably feel the same when you go to a food place. It's your responsibility because people are watching. People at home want to know where goods to eat. Right, let's watch Liam. Let's see what Liam says.
Exactly. Yeah.
But when you look at it from a deeper point of view, that responsibility is absolutely huge. Best thing is to enjoy doing the reviews as well. Obviously, enjoy doing the reviews. That's the reason why we started. We picked up the cameras because we enjoy it. But what started off as enjoyment becomes a job. It becomes a responsibility. I think as you grow bigger and bigger. Am I right, Liam? What do you?
100%, mate. I agree with you. I mean, that's one of the things. It's, we started off as a bit of fun. We enjoyed doing it. Well, we enjoyed the food. You're getting a buzz, and then all of a sudden now it's like people are messaging me on the platforms, going, "Where's this or where's that or when's this open or what do you recommend?" Or they're watching the videos and saying, "I've been to this place where you recommended and the food was amazing. I love it."
Fantastic.
And it's like that's for me. You realize very quickly that people are watching. They're not just watching you for entertainment. They're watching you for those recommendations because money is tight, and people want to know where's good to eat. They don't want to spend their hard-earned money on any old crap. So they look to people like us for to find the value in what they want.
And you mentioned at the beginning of the live that people are noticing you as well. I don't know who said to me. I've got a friend of mine. He lives in Morocco and he deals with all the analytics and algorithms, and he keeps giving me advice, but it's just so technical. And he said to me, "Can I ask you one question?" I said, "What?" He says, "Are you getting noticed?" I went, "Yeah." He says, "You're doing something right." He says, "When somebody sees you, do they smile?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "You're doing something right."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And just something simple like that. When you meet somebody, they smile and say, "I love the channel. Give you a thumbs up, mate." And for me, that's what keeps me going. I've had a lot of issues at home with my son's health, with family and everything else. It's been a very difficult year for me. But one thing that's really got me through it all is the viewers, is the comments, the support. At the end of the day, bro, it's like when some people who don't even know you offering you support and sending you messages, bro, it really touches you. And that's what's really got me through. Because I had a bad turn about 3 or 4 months ago through the worry and the stress. Because kids are kids, mate. If you're a father, it's hard to explain what feeling goes in your mind when if one of your children ain't well. And to be fair, I love the TFT family, and I just want everybody else to have that same sort of feeling, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
100%. Man, I agree. I mean, that's the whole point. It's like you're going out doing these places, and I think to myself, I won't just go to any old place. I mean, I get. I mean, you get them yourself. You get invitations to places. And they even offer you money, and I'm like, do you know what? Take that money and use it to make your place better instead of trying to pay reviewers to come in because it's my reputation as well as your own, and it's just not worth it. It's like it's not even about the money. Just go and
do
take that money and go into a restaurant.
Do you know what it is about paid promotions? You soon get found out. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the channel. It's morally as well.
Yeah.
Like anybody who does paid promotions, morally it's wrong, my brother. Because like I mentioned before about working class families who find it hard, they're looking at you as like their idol. The kids are saying, "Oh, TFT's been here. Dad, I want to go there. I want to go there. TFT said it's amazing." Poor daddy goes along, spends 150 quid. He's got 3 kids. He's got a wife. He's got kids. Blah blah blah. Drinks about 150 a shot nowadays as well, and the food's terrible. Where does that leave
you recommended it?
I recommended it, bro. Why did I recommend it? Because somebody put money in my back pocket and said, "Right, TFT, there's a couple $100 for you. Review that channel. Review it. Tell him it's good." Nah, because it's blatant lying, and it's morally wrong. And this is why, my friend in Morocco, he said to me, TFT, I hope you're not doing paid promotions. I went, I would never ever dream of doing a paid promotion. At the end of the day, if somebody said to me in London, can you come down TFT? I'll pay for the fuel getting down there. I'd say, right, okay, but you're going to get an honest review.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make any profit off you, okay? But what you're going to get is a hard-earned, honest review because it reflects on my channel. It reflects on me as a person, bro. Do you agree with that? At the end of the day,
yeah, I mean, that 100%. If someone's going to tell you to come to London from where you are, then 100% should at least cover the fuel for you.
Cover the fuel, and then I go down and get on the street. But the point I'm saying is, viewers now are so switched on. They know whether or not, viewers nowadays know whether or not you're being genuine or not. And at the end of the day, this is why I always like to say, no to paid promotions. See, this is why, this is why I just love the look on the takeaway owners' faces when you walk in. It's like either. Like, yeah,
when you walk in, like,
yeah,
oh, shit.
or they're thinking, I'm glad he's here, because I've always said if your food's good, you shouldn't worry about me coming in, or you shouldn't worry about anybody coming in. But that buzz I get, tripod on my shoulder, I walk in, and they're looking at you. When you put your tripod down, they're looking at you, and the staff's all thinking, oh, shit, what's going to happen here, sort of thing. Yeah. And if they, a couple of times, they said, right, no, you can't review in here. Okay then, mate, I'll have a doner kebab. Are you going to serve me? Yeah. Outside. Go outside. You've seen it. It's why I do a lot of my reviews outside. People are always saying review it, because most of the times they won't let you review in the shop. But plus, I like that outside atmosphere as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's a red flag straight away. Why would not? Why won't they let you film inside?
Exactly. There's quite a few who do say it. Yeah. But the point I'm saying, obviously, sometimes it's staff as well. Staff are shy. And I always say, look, I won't get any staff members on the camera. But for me, our theme's always been, I'm just a normal guy eating a kebab on the street, chatting to his friend, talking about the food. How many times have you been out with your mates, like, I fancy a kebab, you're munching on the kebab, you're just walking home, you're having a chat. Yeah. That's what the channel's about, mate. We don't have all this editing and close-up shots and all that.
I know. You do a lot of a lot of it's one take, innit? You do all your one takes, just all done in one.
I love the one-take reviews, I really do. Because as you've noticed, I can talk for England, Liam.
That's why it works, man. That's why you're on 50 odd K on one and 10K on the other, man.
Yeah. To be honest with you, this is just one of those. And at the end of the day, I'm just enjoying it, and I really, really want to say to you, Liam, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Anything I can do for you, bro, and I mean it. Anything. Now that we've met, there's me hand, there's me heart, sort of thing. I'm that kind of a guy. It, man. What I mean? At the end of the day, I'll help anybody, any collabs or any issues. You know where I'm at, bro. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. And I think that's the vibe I think all of us should have with each other, and just help each other along. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been saying for a long time. I think I've said it before to you as well. On one of your comments, like not enough people are actually collaborating. You see a lot of these big YouTubers, like Mark Weens and the likes. And they're always on their own, but then they do get together with other guys, and it's so much more. I find it better when people get together and actually review places, because not only that, it helps us grow as well. Because you could have 10K, I could have 10K, but you can guarantee half of them don't watch either of us. So it's giving people a broader viewing platform, as well as helping us to grow as well.
I don't know whether you've seen a place called Social Blade.
Social Blade, yeah.
Now that breaks it down for you. It'll give you a score how your channel's doing, because they look at that exactly. How many subscribers?
Yeah.
If we've got 100,000 subscribers and you're getting 1,000 views, YouTube picks up on that. Yeah. Why aren't them other 99? Where's them other 99,000 views? How come nobody's watching? And that's what they go off. So don't ever look at your subscribers, bro. Always look at your comments, your likes, and your views to the subscriber ratio.
See, that's for me. That's what's one of the things you notice is I get a lot of views, but they don't always then convert into subs over on YouTube, which is strange. So people are watching, but they're not watching enough to want to actually subscribe. But then I don't do any prompts to subscribe either.
Yeah. More will definitely collab. I tell you what, how about me and Liam come up to Scotland? We'll do a triple collaboration with Mo, definitely.
What's the TFT and the Mo's Munchie Box collab?
Yeah, we'll be coming up together. No, but it's interesting you said that as well. Like You don't prompt for subscribers. At the end of the day, you know, I always like to leave that. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think you've got, and you know, the reason why we get the views and they don't subscribe, and I tell you why that is, because not everybody's got a Google account.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true. Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because people don't realize it just takes a minute to go get an email, put it in, so they just
Yeah.
watch it casually. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
The only
that's makes,
people,
yeah, yeah.
because do you know if you press subscribe, it'll say please log in sort of thing, or which Google account you want to go into.
Yeah, I
Them
didn't think,
likes up,
yeah, of
they,
course.
yeah. So this is the reason. So this is why I'm never faced by any, because I've seen people with 60, 70,000 subscribers and they're getting 10, 12,000 views. Well,
Yeah,
tops,
yeah,
tops.
yeah.
And yet
It's
I've seen
good.
people with 20,000 subscribers get 40, 50,000 views.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So, because really, I mean, in the day, if you wanna go full time and let YouTube actually pay for this, then it's the views that you need, not the subscribers.
Yeah, the views, but you know what it is? It's a very, very hard platform to break, bro. Very
Yeah,
hard.
it really
TikTok's
is.
easy. No disrespect to anybody on TikTok. When you're on YouTube, you know yourself, Liam, you've got to say it off the cuff. Cameras are rolling. TikTok,
Yeah.
you make the footage go and you can talk over it. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
How much money you make
I
a
don't
month?
like them videos, man. I really
Which one?
everyone's doing it. They're just filming food and then voicing over it, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking,
That's
I
not
don't really
reviews for
want.
me. A proper review is when the camera's rolling and
Yeah,
then when you're talking, what's coming out of your mouth is the
yeah,
first
yeah.
thing. Does that make
That's it.
first
And
things coming?
you're talking about the food, like you're the same. You bite into the food and you say what it tastes like, what it is. It's spicy, it's hot, the flavors. You know, and
Yeah.
to me, that's what a review is.
Yeah.
It's about people. So people at home are going, do you know what? It's making their taste buds go, and they're tasting the food with you
Yeah.
by when you're explaining it. You know, and to me, that's what a review is about. You watch Mark Weens and the people like that, and that's how it's done. This
Mm.
just doing a video and then talking over it. It's just an advert.
It is, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
just an
That's the
advert.
top, yeah. I think Mo's asking if we'd ever do any chili challenges. Not for me, because I'm not a chili. What you like
No,
with your
no.
chilies, Liam? I can't
No,
stand
no,
it.
I don't mind spicy food, but I'm not doing no chili
No,
challenges.
no, no, we're not doing any of that. Do you know what I mean? But, but
No.
you. So anyway, Liam, it's been an absolute pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
I really appreciate you joining my life. You've got my number.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've
Yep.
got your number.
And if I'm ever down in town, I'll link up with you and let's get a collab
Yeah.
going.
What is your favorite food in Manchester? Have you got a favorite except Miami's?
Do you know what it was? The best burger I tried was a place called Shakedown. I
Oh,
really like
Shakedown.
that.
Right, I've not
Shakedown.
been there.
Thing with Manchester, I'm a bit like yourself, Liam, because I was born and bred around Burnley way. And we
Yeah,
used to go in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s, we used to go a lot to Wimmy Road. Back then
yeah.
it was Wimmy Road. It was a curry mile. If you could remember the Eid parades, they used to get crazy cars and
Right.
but we used to go up at the weekends. There was curry houses and there was always you got a decent. We used to go to Abdul's a lot back in them days.
Right.
Abdul's kebab place. I
Yeah,
went
we'll
there.
go.
I went there a couple of months ago. I wasn't really impressed. I think they've moved now. But listen, this may break your heart, but I prefer Bradford when it comes to food. I'm sorry to
Dear.
say. Yeah, I really do.
I need
There
to
was a
try it.
place on, I think it's on Stockport Road, Lahori Dera. They do a nice big karai, lamb karai. They do.
Yeah, yeah.
Very traditional. But I went there a couple of months ago, and the food was the standards had dropped. I
Oh,
don't know why.
you should go to Lahori Karai, man, further up.
Right, I'll try that. Is that further
Yeah.
up on the right hand side?
Yeah, the big building on the right hand side opposite Red
That's
Cherry.
the one.
Lahori Karai.
That's the one. You've got the car park around the back, haven't you?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I'm sorry, that's the one.
Oh, is
And
that the one?
they do a lamb karai in a big tawai. It comes out.
That's right. Yeah, they put the tower onto the gas and then they get over onto your straight to your
That's the
table.
one. That's
Yeah,
the
man.
one. That's the one. No, but I do apologize, bro. I'm gonna go Bradford rather than Manchester. But for burgers and stuff like that, my son Ali, who's just sent to me a message there, WhatsApp saying, "Dad, you're talking too much. Liam's getting bored."
I'm
My
not
son
bored, mate.
Ali,
I'll talk all day, me, mate.
where's the
I thought we were
burger?
just getting started.
Yeah, that's another place called Diamond Calf. If you get a chance, have you been in
Diamond
Keighley?
Cap. I don't know
It's
that
an
one.
amazing place. I think that's in Keighley. We only just
Right.
recently started getting out and about, Liam. To be honest with you,
Yeah, yeah,
past probably 3 or 4, 5, 6 months, we started
yeah,
getting a bit further afield.
yeah, yeah. So how do you want when it comes winter though? Because most of your reviews are outside. So when he's going to be like lashing it down, whether he's still going to be out in the cold, keep going.
Well, to be honest with you, we try to.
Yeah.
You know, we did when it gets dark. I've been investing in one of these as well. Yeah.
Right.
So when it gets dark, I'm just going to be using that.
That's
If it
the
gets,
same one we've got.
yeah, and then if it gets windy, you know, because I've got the rodeo mics, and what I do is because I have my setup ready because I never know when Ali's going to say, "Dad, let's go," and it's got that thing on it, and that tends to stop the wind and rain. We try to, you know, find a shelter or something like that, but I just prefer because when you do it outside, Liam, you don't know what's going to happen.
I know, that's the thing.
You don't know who's going to come up behind you. I think sometimes that really adds to the review. I think, Liam, are you able to travel? Someone's asking a question, Liam.
Oh, what's that one? Are you able to travel to Blackburn? Oh, Blackburn's a bit of a trek, isn't it? A bit far from me. It's not that far, actually. Not too far away, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Blackburn.
Ask him what it is he wants you to review. If you tell him.
Yeah, Sid Mo. Is a takeaway or a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Thought you would subscribe. Never seen you before, but will like and share for us to do it. Oh yeah, cheers, Hamza. Al Zane's. Al Zane's, man. That's another one on Winslow Road. That's probably one of the best shawarmas on Winslow Road, without a doubt.
Seriously, Al Zane's.
Al Zane's. Oh, we'd be going there up until A-Star Shawarma opened. We were going to Al Zane's. That became our go-to place.
Whereabout was that? Because I walked along there, I couldn't find it.
Al Zane's. It's right on the corner.
Is it on the side?
It's right. Wait, so if you're at Rusholme Chippy, it's on the opposite side of the road, and it's on the corner. It's got the massive shawarma in the window.
Yeah. Because I think that Kebab World is right next to it. Right. He's just answered your question there, Liam. He's asking you.
Where is he saying that? Where we're looking now? Where is it? Sid Blackburn. Oh, take out Dark Kitchen United Burgers, bro. Please come down if you can. Yeah, I'll have to drop me a message, man. We'll try to sort something out. Yeah,
definitely check. Blackburn did this.
Have you tried the Dutch Fishman?
Don't rate him, my brother.
I tried it at the Halal Festival, and then they was at the Mellery yesterday in Warrington, and it's chips were nice. The fish wasn't as good second time round, to be fair. I think the batter was a bit burnt.
There's another place that's got all the social media backing behind.
Yeah. I think when it's fresh from the trailer and it's busy and it's been a turnover, it's good. But I think to go into one of the stores, again, each one's going to be different.
Yeah. Do you find the more busier they get, the more popular they get, the more quality starts to drop? Do you find that?
Yeah. When they start opening more and more shops, mate, you know the quality is always going to drop.
Yeah.
You know I think that's a lot of downside to a lot of these businesses because you know you've got one guy who starts a business, he's got his heart and soul, his passions into it, and it's all right. But then he starts branching out, and the people that start opening the other branches haven't got that same passion that the original person's got, and that's when you start losing quality. 100%. You see it all the time. Yeah.
If you get a chance to go down to Blackburn, Liam, there's a lot of good places there, mate. There's
Blackburn and Bradford by the sounds of it. I'm gonna have to start venturing over to Bradford.
Bradford's amazing, and I mean Blackburn. You'll find when you go to places like Blackburn and Bradford, you'll even find that it's people will recognise you and pick up on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, it's funny thing. I was in Middlesbrough at the Mellow the other week, and 5 people stopped me. 2 of them took selfies.
There you go.
I've never been to. That's the first time I've ever been to Middlesbrough in my entire life. You know, I
can
walk in my local area and no one bats an eyelid, but I go 2 hours up the road to Middlesbrough and I'm getting stopped for selfies. I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to say to you. This is why when you go to Blackburn, there's loads of places on Wally Range you can pick up and I tell you what, Blackburn's the same. Whatever shop you go into, there'll be hospital because people watch you. You don't always go off your views because there's people who might watch you on Facebook or something like that, and that doesn't really equate as being a view. Guys, please give Liam a subscribe. Top lad with great reviews. There we go, mate.
SeaWorld. Is that SeaWorld? Is that is that the one in Winslow Road?
Which one?
The SeaWorld in Winslow Road. I'm not really a seafood person. I can't stand seafood, mate.
I think people are started commenting now. I think we might have started this live a bit early. TFT, what do you think of Utley Fishery, mate? I'm a big fan of Utley Fishery. I thought they were absolutely amazing.
That's where I draw the line at fish, man. It's chippy fish. None of this octopus or any of that stuff.
No. This Utley Fishery, mate, their fish and chips, if you get a chance in Keighley, it's absolutely amazing. Really nice. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, anyway, listen, I'm gonna have to go, my friend. We've been on 69
Oh, no
minutes, but
worries.
listen, Liam, it's been an absolute pleasure, my friend, and I hope you guys
Absolutely.
are watching this live, because I will be. It's not a case of this is it. I'm gonna put this on my channel. So if you guys are watching, guys, where's the burger? The sorry, Sid, that burger is from Burger Drop up in Newcastle. Uh, Burger Drop has just recently. They've got a store in West Road and they've just opened one in Heaton. I do apologise, I didn't see that message. Yeah, so it's been an absolute pleasure, Liam. If you
Yeah,
ever
thanks,
want
everyone. It's been great, man. It's been really good chatting to you.
it's been great chatting to you, man. I'm hoping that the viewers who are watching this will give your channel a like, and obviously, because I know they're gonna like it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, why? Because you're genuine, you're honest, and that's what reviewing food is about. And I think that's what the viewers want to see. Not doing too many Newcastle, not doing TFT now doing too many. I'll change that for you. I'll definitely. I'm taking. Enjoyed. Thank you very much, Anita. That's your mum. She'll be proud of you, boy. He's a good kid. So what I'll do, I've got your number. Keep in touch, bro.
We'll get that collab started out at Red Cherry, mate. It's got to be Red Cherry.
And then if I'm ever in town, I'll give you a bell. If you're not too far, we'll grab a kebab together, and then we'll talk about a kebab. Yeah.
Definitely.
You take care, my brother. It's been a pleasure, man. Give my regards.
Nice one, mate. Appreciate it. And thanks to all you guys on the live as well and all your comments.
Yeah, my grandson's just popped in. Hello.
Hello.
Right, okay then, Liam. You take care, my brother.
Yeah. Cheers. Nice one, mate. Take it easy. See you soon.